Speaker cord after all the other speaker cords.
Okay.
How you gentlemen doing this evening? Can we get that quiet? Huh? So sorry?
Yeah, we're doing good. Oh yeah, I didn't do. I'm playing under myself. This thing seemed to be crooked.
It is.
Yeah.
It seems to be.
Yeah.
Just watch your own time.
Hey, sir. How are you?
We're doing good. Doing good.
All good?
Say, Clay. Yeah. Put your light on.
That's why.
Good evening. Notice to public, if you wish to address the council, please complete the public wishing to address the council form located on either end of the corner and give it to either the council chairman or the council clerk prior to the beginning of the meeting. All comments must be addressed to the council as a whole. Addressing individual council members or staff is not allowed. Speakers should be courteous in their choice of words, and actions and comments shall be limited to the issues and cannot involve individuals or staff-related matters. Also, all cell phones and electrical devices used for communication should be silenced for the duration of the meeting. And I will now call to order the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government Council meeting Wednesday, March 26, 2025. We will have an invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilman Clayton Voisin.
Heavenly Father, we ask for your blessing for all those gathered here this evening and ask for your guidance with our thoughts, words, and actions to be in the best interest of this good earth community. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Alicia, could you give us a roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. Voisin, Mr. Amity, Mr. Champagne, Mr. Hamner, Mr. Babin, Ms. Chauvin, Mr. Trusclair, Mr. Pleasure, Mr. Harding, Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum present.
Thank you very much. Approved minutes, the regular council session held on February 26, 2025. Moved by Mr. Amity, second by Mr. Babin. Any discussion, members, vote your machine. 9-0. We've actually distributed the minutes of the regular scheduled meeting that we had on March 12, 2025. We would like to approve the accounts payable bills list for 3/27/25 and 3/24/25. Moved by Mr. Pleasure, second by Mr. Babin. Members, vote your machine. Eight zero, motion passed. Approved manual checklist, February 2025. Moved by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Pleasure. Members, vote your machine. 8-0. General business. Item A. Commendation recognizing D. Vanderbilt Catholic High School girls basketball team on their winning the 2024-25 state championship. The coach is present. Representative. They actually have certificates. They got certificates.
You gonna read the names of them?
Yeah, coaches.
Wait, Coach, why don't you put that microphone on right there so he can get up there and everybody can hear the name? It'll be on television that way.
Michaela Charles. Mackenzie Charles. Tarion Johnson. Maddie Dufresne. Neil Berry. Tarion Stewart. Journey Johnson. Alicia Jones. Leah Hill. Jasmine Brown. Cortland Ward. Jordan Champagne. Tiana Ward. Coach Jaworski Coleman.
And Coach Leela Day.
Got me on the spot. I love to talk, but not in front of people. That's the easy part.
Yeah.
Coach Coleman, what we're gonna do is actually gonna listen to the lights for anyone that want to make comments, and then you can actually do what you do, because I think the accolades still have to come. Mr. Champagne.
Yeah, so, as a former Vanderbilt coach and for many years on the soccer program, the boys and the girls, and part of championship teams know what it takes to get there. It's not 1 year, it's not one season, it's not one summer, it's a long time. So congratulate all you girls on the hard work to get there. Please thank your parents because I know it's a long, hard road. So congratulations. And Coach, I've been knowing Coach Coleman for a long time.
Yes.
Congrats. Well deserved.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Very
sir.
proud of you.
Mr. Trusclair.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm gonna kind of echo what my colleague, Mr. Champagne said, but, it takes a whole team to win a championship. No one person can win a championship. And just looking at these young ladies when they came up here, you could tell that they're a team, along with the coaches and the parents and the whole families. Because let me tell you, I know it's a lot of sacrifice. I played sports, I played athletics, and I have grandkids that are playing it, and it's a lot of dedication and a lot of time, fun time that can't be had because you're out there working to get to this point. And this is the reward. And our young people in today's world don't get a lot of positive recognition. I say this a lot up here. We see when you turn the TV on, you see all the negative things that kids are doing, that people are doing. Very seldom you ever see the good things that people doing. And it's a testament to the dedication that the coaches, the families, and the young people are doing. So congratulations and thank you guys and keep it up.
Sir, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mr. Beshram.
Yeah, I just want to say, as a fellow state champion, welcome to the club.
Yes, sir.
But again, another group of individuals and people in our community that are up here for state championship. It just seems like almost every other year, there's so much talent and such passionate people and the coaches and everybody that comes together, works together as a team. I hope you remember this for a long time because I still remember when I had that opportunity. And so just great job. Congratulations. Enjoy this. Savor it. And good luck in the future.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Pleasure.
I'm just echoing everything, but I want to tell you something, Coach. It's been a long time coming for you guys. It was meant to happen, and it happened, and hopefully we'll do the same thing again next year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay.
We would like to thank you, you ladies and gents, for recognizing these young ladies. From the bottom of my heart, we did this for the community. Each one of these young ladies come from different neighborhoods, different backgrounds, and that's what I love so much about our group, because they was able to gel together. It wasn't no, I got this, you got that. It was it was us, and that's what those girls really showed on the court, but not really just on the court. These young ladies, quiet as it kept, do community service projects in our community. We don't really like to brag and boast on it because we feel that's what we're supposed to do as human beings. And these young ladies have amazing parents, and they're a testament of what we have in our communities. They're raising upstanding young ladies. And what I like about our coaching staff, also, our coaching staff really grind, and they really took a liking to these girls, and they go a bit above and beyond, and we'll bend over backwards for these girls. These young ladies right here really are not just students, they're not just athletes, but they are friends, they are sisters. They have a bond that's going to go years past, and that's what we try to build. We try to build a bond that's going to last for years. Everybody remember a team, everybody remember an individual, but they're going to remember each one of their teammates from the first to the last person off the bench. And that's what I really love about this group right here. And we want to thank you guys, and we really did this for the community and just to show the rest of the state, rest of the country that Terrebonne Parish, we could come to play anytime we want. So thank you guys, man, for this opportunity.
Yeah. I would like to say from the chair that I've actually followed Vanderbilt. I think the last time they won state championship, my niece was on it. And actually, one thing that I saw that was very, very impressive to me, that when they gave an interview, each person that spoke in that interview, I was so proud of them. they represented Terrebonne Parish at the highest of its heights. And I would like for everyone, like Jaworski said, that, you know, man, they better recognize what's going on in Homer. So, you know, man, congratulations to y'all, and God bless. Thank y'all very much for the work that you've done. Give them another hand. If y'all wanted to vacate right now, if y'all had something to do, we're gonna give you a little time to vacate. Yeah. I know y'all have to go win some more championships, so. Item 1B, proclamation proclaiming the month of April 2025 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month and the day of April 30th, 2025 as International Denim Day in Terrebonne Parish. Ms. Kim Chauvin.
From the City of Houma, Louisiana, Parish of Terrebonne proclamation, whereas every 68 seconds an American is sexually assaulted and every 9 minutes that victim is a child. And whereas 9 out of every 10 victims of rape are female, with 94% of women who are raped experiencing symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, for 2 weeks following, and 30% of women reporting symptoms of PTSD 9 months after the rape. And whereas out of every 100 rapes, 40 are reported, 10 lead to an arrest, 8 are prosecuted, and 4 lead to a conviction. 3 rapists will spend a day in prison, and 97 rapists will walk away free. And whereas many important partnerships have been formed among criminal justice agencies, allied professionals, and victim services to assist victims of sexual violence and their families with finding the compassion, comfort, and healing they need. And whereas in the year of 2024, the Haven assisted 111 survivors of sexual violence, provided 46 survivors with legal and/or medical advocacy, conducted 190 therapy sessions to survivors of sexual assault, and facilitated 29 sexual assault response team meetings. And whereas it is important to recognize the compassion and dedication of the individuals who provide services to victims of sexual violence and who work toward increasing public awareness of and eliminating sexual violence through prevention and education. And whereas our parish has a moral obligation to work on the prevention of sexual assaults and the severe trauma it causes to those affected, now therefore be it resolved by the Terrebonne Parish Council on behalf of the parish president and the entire Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government that the month of April 2025 be hereby proclaimed as Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and that April 1st, 2025 be recognized as a day of action, and that all citizens be urged to wear teal to show their support for the survivors of sexual assault and to bring social awareness in our community. Be it further resolved that April 30th, 2025 be proclaimed as International Denim Day, and that all citizens be urged to wear teal every Tuesday during the month of April, and to wear denim on April 30th to show their support in the effort to end sexual violence, to speak out against sexual violence, and to support all local efforts to assist survivors of these crimes in finding the help and healing they deserve. Presented on this 26th day of March 2025, signed by Parish President Jason Bajeron, Council Chairman Carl Harding, and the support of the entire Terrebonne Parish Council. Do we have someone up?
Good evening. My name is Paige Pellegrin. I'm the Outreach Director of the Haven. And on behalf of the Haven, I want to thank Parish President Bazrell and all the members of the council for recognizing Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Sexual violence is shielded by secrets, thrives from misinformation, and flourishes with myths and misconceptions. April provides an opportunity to not only locally, but nationally shine a light on the realities and impact of sexual violence on individuals and families. We invite all of you here tonight to help paint the town teal by wearing teal on Tuesdays. Thank you.
Any lights? All right, thank you very much. Item C, proclamation proclaiming April 5th, 2025 as American Cancer Society Relay for Life weekend in Terrebonne. Mr. Steve Trusclair.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Pleasure to read this proclamation for Relay for Life. And it goes as in celebration of Relay for Life, whereas the Relay for Life movement inspires the community to celebrate people who have been touched by cancer, remember the loved ones lost, and take action for a life-saving change. Relay for Life brings together 3.5 million participants across the world to lead the fight for a world without cancer. And whereas the 2024 American Cancer Society's Terrebonne Parish Relay for Life was ranked the number 16 Relay for Life event in the nation. And whereas the American Cancer Society is the leading cancer-fighting organization with a vision to end cancer as we know it for everyone. We are the only organization improving the lives of people with cancer and their families through advocacy, research, and patient support to ensure that everyone has an opportunity to prevent, detect, treat, and survive cancer. And whereas an estimated 29,980 new cases of cancer will be diagnosed in Louisiana this year, and whereas funds raised from Relay for Life events allow the American Cancer Society to attack cancer in dozens of ways, each of them critical to achieving a world without cancer, from developing breakthrough therapies and innovative research to building supportive communities that come together to help those affected by cancer with access to treatment. And whereas the American Cancer Society is currently investing more than $3 million in Louisiana in research funding to find the causes and better treatments for cancer, and to improve the lives of cancer patients at Louisiana State University, LSU Health and Sciences New Orleans, LSU Pennington Biomedical Research Center, and Tulane University Health Sciences Center. And whereas the Relay for Life of Terrebonne Parish stands shoulder to shoulder with cancer patients and those supporting them to help beat our biggest rival and fight cancer on every front. And whereas Relay for Life of Terrebonne Parish will celebrate its annual event in our parish on Saturday, April 5th, 2025, from 3 to 10 p.m. at the Barry P. Bonvillain Civic Center. And whereas the color purple is the signature color of American Cancer Society's Relay for Life event, signifying the passion that cancer survivors and their families and loved ones feel for the eradication of this disease. And now therefore be resolved by the Terrebonne Parish Council on behalf of Parish President Jason W. Bergeron and the entire Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government that Saturday, April 5th, 2025 be hereby proclaimed American Cancer Society Relay for Life Weekend in home of Terrebonne. In Terrebonne Parish to show your support to those individuals living with cancer and honor those individuals that have lost their loves to the dreaded disease of cancer. And this proclamation is signed by Parish President Jason W. Bergeron and Council Chairperson Mr. Harding, and it's endorsed by this entire council.
Three, two, So next time I'm gonna have to make sure I check Mr. Trosclair's notes, because everything I was gonna say, he just already told y'all. But, no, thank y'all. Thanks Parish President Bergeron and the entire council, for y'all support and proclaiming this event for us. This is, very special to me. I serve as chair for the second year in a row, and, I follow, Parish President Bergeron behind him as his years there, so. We moving this event up the ladder. It was, I think it was 18 and 17, now we 16. We raised over $300,000 last year. I've kind of set a personal mark of 325 for this upcoming year, and I think we're gonna do it with the big help of Lip Sync this past weekend. They raised a lot of money in addition to it as well. So this is big for me. It always has been, and I appreciate everybody for everything. And y'all seen Ann Bates, who's our representative for American Cancer Society and Relay for Life. She's the one behind it all. I just kind of serve as a chair and get to be the smiling face, you know. Thank y'all so much.
I'll type
Hang up,
Dean.
Dean. One more thing I just want to bring up. Dean, want to give you our appreciation. You standing up to take over this project, this event, because I know it takes a lot of time and effort, and I appreciate the parish president for allowing you to do that. I've helped out with, in small ways, very small ways for several years, starting from the pie in the face, place, sat through that for several years till I graduated to judging the food cook-off. So I got a good job now.
Yeah.
I don't have to taste the pies anymore. But y'all do a really great job, and it's, if anybody hasn't ever been to it, you need to go, because it's really a touching, moving experience. It's something that you probably, it'll bring you to tears whenever you sit through the whole thing. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be out of town this year, so I didn't know it was that weekend. We already scheduled it, but I'll be thinking about you guys. So thanks a lot and everything y'all do, and let's keep it up.
Mr. Bergeron?
Yeah, I want to thank Dean. I approached him a couple years ago going, hey, I need you to help me with something. Basically handed over the reins on the chairship. He's done a great job, and, for everybody to realize that, right within 20 or under 20 as far as Relays for Life around the nation. It really just speaks to our community and all the work they do, and my companies are proud to be presenting sponsor, and like Dean was talking about with Lip Sync Battle competition we had this past weekend, thanks to our sponsors and partners and volunteers and performers, we almost raised $95,000. So it goes towards Dean's goal of the 325, and just really want to commend everybody for doing a great job, and the ELT team, everybody behind the scenes that really works to make this one of the best relays, not only in the state but in the country. And I just want to give them, again, a great commendation and really just appreciation of what they do. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I'd like to add, we talked a little bit about the event itself, to the community. Typically, it's the first Saturday of April every year. Now, I said that, and next year it will be the second just because of Easter. But typically, it's the first Saturday of April every year. It's 3 to 10 every year. It is a festival-style event for the whole family. Tons of food because everybody there's cooking. We got bounce houses. We got stuff for the kids. We got stuff for the adults. We got a band playing this year, Kings of Neon, from 3 to 7, which is kind of a step up in the band as far as the level of bands goes. Great event. We finished the evening off with a luminary ceremony, very quiet event that kind of recognizes your loved ones here with us or gone on a couple of big screens we have out there. And at the end of the night, we have a fireworks show. So it's the best of all worlds. Y'all come out and check it out. And if you can't make it this year, remember, first Saturday of every April. All right. Thank y'all.
All right. Thank you very much, Dean. Item D, proclamation proclaiming March 26, 2025 as General Federation of Women Clubs Homer Junior Women's Club Day. Mr. Danny Babin.
Thank you, sir. Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government, in recognition of GFWC, Homer Junior Women's Club, whereas the General Federation of Women's Clubs, Homer Junior Women's Club, is a 501c3 organization federated on March 30th, 1974 in Homer, Louisiana, And whereas the object of this club shall be to promote civic, cultural, and social interests of its members, and whereas the purpose of this club as a 501c3 organization shall be for charitable purposes, not operated for the benefit of private interests, and no part of this organization's earnings may benefit any private individual. And whereas the motto of this club shall be not for self alone, excuse me, and whereas the history of Louisiana Federation of Women's Club was organized in Shreveport, Louisiana on December 29th, 1899, and whereas the LFWC joined the General Federation of Women's Clubs January 27th, 1902, it was incorporated as the Louisiana Federation of Women's Clubs Incorporated on November 24th, 1947. And whereas the name was changed to the General Federation of Women's Clubs of Louisiana Incorporated on April 22nd, 1991. And whereas the members of the women's organizations are dedicated to community improvement by enhancing the lives of others through volunteer services. And now therefore be it resolved by the Terrebonne Parish Council on behalf of the Parish President Jason W. Bergeron and the entire Parish Consolidated Government that March 26, 2025 be hereby proclaimed GFWC Homer Junior Women's Club Day in recognition of their efforts to unite women's clubs throughout the world for the purpose of mutual benefit and for the promotion of their common interests and volunteer services. Signed by Parish President Jason Bergeron, Council Chairperson Carl Harding, and endorsed by this entire Parish Council. Is there someone here from the...
State your name and address, please.
I'm Lucinda Martinez. I'm the president of the General Federation of Women's Clubs, Homer Junior Women's Club. And I want to thank President Bergeron and the council for helping us celebrate our 50th year and our Golden Jubilee. And I'm really appreciative that we have a proclamation claiming that March 26, 2025 is GFWC Homer Junior Women's Club Day. And thank you so much for your kind words and your proclamation.
Thank you. No.
Any more lights? Well, thank you very much. And the
Thank you,
services.
ladies.
Thank you.
Item E, proclamation proclaiming April 2nd, 2025 as Autism Awareness Day. Councilman Brian Pleasure.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. In recognition of Autism Awareness Day, whereas the Autism Awareness Day is recognized nationally during the month of April to celebrate and promote the acceptance of autism, a condition that occurs in 1 of every 54 children in the United States as of 2020. And whereas autism is a complex developmental condition that affects an individual's ability to interact, communicate, and progress, while also being the fastest growing developmental disability in the world. And whereas in 1972, the Autism Society first held a nationwide awareness campaign to promote the acceptance of, celebrate the differences of, and encourage the inclusion of autistic individuals, which eventually became the Autism Awareness Day recognized today. And whereas the Autism Society today provides tools such as community partnerships, digital and print resources, and other awareness campaigns to spark empathy and inclusivity for many of the 600,000 people living with autism. And whereas each April, we are encouraged to build and foster an inclusive community where autistic individuals are embraced and supported to achieve the highest quality of life possible. And now, therefore, be it resolved by the Terrebonne Parish Council on behalf of Parish President Jason W. Bergeron and the entire Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government that the day of April 2nd, 2025 be declared Autism Awareness Day in Terrebonne Parish, and we encourage all residents and visitors to celebrate the differences and learn more about and empower autistic individuals in and through their communities. Presented on this 26th day of March 2025, signed by our Parish President, Mr. Jason W. Bergeron, Mr. Carl Harding, Council Chairperson, and endorsed by this entire Terrebonne Parish Council.
Anyone here to receive?
Hi, I'm Danielle Messina. I'm a special education teacher in Terrebonne Parish. I'm actually accepting on behalf of one of my students' parents who was unable to attend tonight but reached out to get this proclamation in the works again this year. We appreciate y'all acknowledging this for our students and their families. Like y'all mentioned, it's a ever-growing population, and our parish is doing a lot of things to help our students, but we've got a long way to go. So hopefully this brings some more awareness to that and gets us some more resources for our kids. Thanks.
Oh, one sec. I just would like to share, this is something, and I know I read the proclamation in regards to trying to raise awareness, but I also want to echo that as well. I deal with that in my family. I've even went as far as now I wear autism awareness shirts. I put it on the back of my shirt so everybody can be aware. But if I can be a plea to anybody out there, really pay attention to it and read up on it, learn about it, because it's hit all of us. Thanks.
Mr. Bergeron.
Yeah, I just want to echo Mr. Pleasure's words. Same thing, family members that have autism. You look at all the causes tonight, whether it be cancer or autism or anything, a lot of us deal with a lot of these issues, and it's just amazing how everybody promotes the awareness of all these issues that plague our community every day. And again, autism being something close to myself also. And thank you for allowing us to bring awareness to it.
Thank you. Motion by Mr. Danny Babin, second by Mr. Brian Pleasure to go to 6:30 public hearing. Members, vote your machine. Votes 9-0. 6:30 public hearing. An ordinance to amend Chapter 16 of the Terrebonne Parish Code of Ordinances, Section 16-56, to facilitate the regulation of mobile food vendors. First call, public. Second call, public. Third and final call, public. Motion to close by Mr. Babin, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machine. 8-0. Motion adopted by Mr. Babin, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machine. Motion 9-0. Motion passes. B, an ordinance to amend Article 4, Chapters 2, the Terrebonne Parish Code, Section 2-774C2, to rename the Customer Service Division to Bill Paying and Licensing Division. First call, public. Second call, public. Third and final call, public. Motion closed by Mr. Babin, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machine. Motion passes 8-0. Motion adopted by Mr. Babin, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machine. Oh, you got a light? Clay?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention one thing. So my understanding is there'll be no customer service because it's being renamed. So for the public, I'd just like them to know that that each individual department is a customer service, right? So I just want to make sure I was clear on that, mostly for the public. Is that true? Can somebody clarify?
Yeah, Mr. Bergeron, please.
Yeah, so we all strive to have customer service, right? Customer service as a parish is not going away, but the customer service division will be bill paying and licensing since that's what they deal with. But if there's any problem with any customer service in the parish level, please call us.
Thank you, Mr. Badger.
Yeah, if you want to pay your bill, it's bill paying. We have a motion on the floor by Mr. Babin, second by Ms. Kim Chauvin. Members, any more lights? Members, vote your machine, please. Motion has been passed and adoption. C, in an ordinance declaring 2 vehicles from the Utility Department as surplus and authorizing said items to be disposed of by any legal approved methods. First call public, second call public, third and final call public. Motion closed by Ms. Chauvin, second by Mr. Babin. Any discussion? Members, machine. 8-0. Motion to adopt by Ms. Chauvin, second by Mr. Babin. Any discussion? Members, vote your machine. Eight zero. D, an ordinance to amend the 2025 adopted operating budget and the 2025 5-year capital outlay budget of Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items and to provide for related matters. 1, Williams Avenue Share Use Path, $357,153. Homo Downtown Development, $51,796. Bisland Cemetery, $30,000. Hollywood Road Roundabout, $300,000. First call public, second call public, third and final call public. Motion closed by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Pleasure. Members, vote your machine. 8-0. Motion adopt by Mr. Pleasure, second by Mr. Babin. Members, vote your machine. Votes 8-0, has been adopted. E, an ordinance to authorize the acquisition of properties, sites, and servitudes for replacement of gum sewer force main project number 18-SEW-41. First call public, second call public, third and final call public. A motion closed by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Champagne. Any discussions? Members, vote your machine. 8-0. Motion adopted by Ms. Chauvin, second by Mr. Champagne. Motion to adopt by Ms. Chauvin, second by Mr. Champagne. Yeah, members, vote your machine. 8-0 has been adopted. Motion is passed. Motion by Mr. Babin, second to go back in the regular order. Second by Mr. Pleasure. Members, vote your machine. 8-0. We are now at 1G. F. 1S. F. Concurring with a resolution ordering and calling a special election to be held in the Schriever Fire Protection District of Terrebonne Parish, Terrebonne State of Louisiana, to authorize the renewal of an levy of a special tax, therein making applications to the State Bond Commission in connection with therewith and providing for other matters in connection with therewith. Moved by Mr. Amity, second by Mr. Babin. Any discussion? Members, vote your machine. Seven zero, motion passed. A resolution. G, resolution renewal of a casualty insurance coverage effective April 1st, 2025 to April 1st, 2026. Moved by Mr. Hamner, second by Mr. Babin. Any discussion? Members, vote your machine. 8-0. Passed. Public wishing to address the council. In accordance with Section 2-07E of Terrebonne Parish Home Rule Charter, the public will be heard and can speak for 3 minutes on any matter related to parish government without discussion and questions and answers and non-agenda items. Item A, Ms. Sherry Whitmore, a Homer resident, wishes to address the council relative to discard between Councilman B. Pleasure and Parish President Jason Bedro and the impact of the discard on Council District 1. Ms. Wilmore, state your name and address, please.
I'm short. Okay, so my name is Cherry Wilmore from 207 Odemar Street. And I came to speak to the council regarding the issues that I believe are impacting our community. After you all know the incident occurred between Mr. Pleasure and the parish president. And so I heard a little rumbling in the parking lot, going by my day because I'm tired today. The next day, rumblings in the community, they're tired. They do believe that this is an ongoing issue that they kind of believe will kind of resolve its own self out, and it just not has happened. Some of the things that I heard that I found concerning, which is why I decided to come and speak before the council, was that they were tired, that they wanted to know. One of the things that I found was alarming was hearing someone say, well, what are we going to lose now? And I'm like, well, what do you mean by that? And I was like, well, if they're having an issue, they correlate issues, interpersonal issues between the two of you with our community losing something. And District 1 is an already vulnerable community. Interpersonal issues, we all have interpersonal issues with people. I'm not going to ever tell you who to like or who not to like. But those issues shouldn't have individuals in the community believing that they're going to lose something. That speaks to a nature that just is alarming to me because it speaks to retaliatory nature. And I don't believe that that is something that our community should feel, a community that's already hard hit. It's particularly elderly and vulnerable persons. Then the third thing that I heard that I found concerning, the reason why I came, because I said, well, I'm going to go talk to them because I don't want anyone in the community to feel that way. And it was like, well, twins, don't go because I don't want you guys to get blowback. Well, one, if you speak up, you shouldn't feel like you're going to be retaliated against because you speak up regarding an issue between two individuals. And I also had to explain to them what that meant. I think one of the issues that we have is that we kind of don't understand how government works. Yes, you guys are, each of you are public servants. And as a public servant, you all were elected by us as the people to represent us. But ultimately, we are your bosses and we are your supervisors. And we are doing that by our vote. And it's the trust that we place in each of you to do what we need, what we ask you to do. We don't ask you to like each other, but we do ask that you work for the common good of this community. And so with my statement today and tonight, what I will ask of both of you, I'm not asking y'all to like each other. What I do ask is that, because like is fickle. If you know anything about something, one day you like McDonald's fries, the next day you don't. What I will ask you respect each other, because respect sets a protocol. It's a standard of meaning of operations. That means that regardless of how I feel emotionally, that changes from day to day, moment to moment, because I had 35 emotions today. One of them called me for me to cry, because I've been up early and it's been a day. Y'all know what this week is, and that's another reason. If I'm here today on a week of a festival, and if you host an event, that week up leading up to that event is a very busy week. So for me to show up here, that means.
Motion to extend by Mr. Babbitt, second by Mr. Hamady. Members, vote your machine.
It's gonna come on just a minute.
6-0. Go ahead, you got 1 minute.
Oh, sorry. One of the things that I will say, and that the reason why I'm here is because it is a standard practice of how you want individuals to operate with each other. And that is, regardless of your interpersonal relationships, that you do what is in the best interest of our community. And our community isn't just one district, it is all of our parishes together. But what I'm come to speak about, because what I hear about in my parish, in my area, not my parish, in my area regarding, and that's what I ask of both of you guys, is that regardless, because there were some words, I went and watched it because I was like, well, what's going on? There was words between the both of you, and to me, both of you are wrong. No one is right. Both of you are wrong. Both of you have to take the ownership and accountability, and both of you, to me, have to do the work to get it better. It is not on one person to make a relationship happen. I'm a twin, I understand it. It takes both of us to fight for our relationship. We have to be very, very intentional. And that is not, to me, just on Mr. Pleasure or even on you. It is on both of you to do it. And it comes from, first off, respecting of each other. And respect comes from our heart. My mama said, out the abundance of the heart, the mouth do speak. And so how you speak about a person, how you respond to a person, speaks to your heart regarding that person. And I will say, as the parish president, your response to Mr. Pleasure was unacceptable, how I view a leader. When someone is upset, someone is passionate, that is not the time to antagonize them. You let them have their moment, and then you try to come back. And you know that I personally like both of you guys, and I would really like to see y'all work together to do what is, because I know y'all both are passionate about this area. Does that make any sense? I believe that both of you are passionate about Terrebonne Parish, and y'all want the very best of it. And my mom used to always tell me, I used to come home fussing about somebody at school. Cherry, before you fuss about that person, did you ever check yourself? Because most of the time when I had an issue with somebody, it was a more internal thing. And so we do have to respect each other. We have to be at a level where our community and understand what's going on in DC goes on in DC. We ain't gonna bring DC in Homer. In Homer, we respect each other. We treat people the way we want to be treated. And we speak to people how we want to be spoken to. And regardless of your position and your title, you have to act accordingly. And this is local government, local people. We have a say in it. And it is our role to hold both of you accountable. And as a leader, you have to be teachable. And that's the only thing that I will ask of you, both of you tonight. I have a great night. I love both of y'all. And I would hope that after this, it is not just something that is fleeting, but long-lasting. And we'll see y'all Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
B, Ms. Sochia Harris, a Homer resident wishing to address the council regarding community matters.
Good evening. I really don't need this. I stand before you, a concerned citizen of Terrebonne Parish, most importantly, a tax-paying citizen. My voice will be heard, and it must be heard by every one of you that's sitting on this council board meeting tonight. I'm not here to discuss personal issues between y'all two, because I believe y'all gonna work it out. That's your job. But I'm here to discuss what's going on in my community. And I'm here because of Mr. Bergeron's lack of concern for my community. I'm sure people listening, and even some of you are here, are going to say, here we go again. Another black and white issue. Or, as most would put it, I'm playing the race card. Like always. Just so you're aware, I'm not making this a race issue, because it doesn't matter to me about any race. If it's my community, I'm standing up for them. If I see something wrong, I'm going to speak on it. I'm making it a community issue, as I just stated. I watched your last meeting and heard Mr. Pleasure state programs or funds were either cut or eliminated in this district by you, Mr. Bergeron. Of course, I needed to verify. So I did what I do, and I called Mr. Pleasure. And of course, he gave me the standard political nonsense and said the administration is trying to save taxpayers' money. I get it, we're saving money. But what I don't get is, why are you taking away from, again, my community? You're taking funds from a tutoring program, a program that some of these kids, that's all they have. When they get off of school, if they don't go there, where else will they go? It's a tutoring program that helps them learn, that helps them pass. We want our kids in our community to be the best out of everything too. The African American Museum. A lot of people don't even know about our African history. That museum might be the only thing to teach them. The Village East Community Center is what you are calling a way to save money. Have you been to Village East? Have you been to Village East? Okay. That community center is something that some of those kids, that's all they have. That's it. Then on the other hand, you take away parks belonging to a predominantly black recreation district to gut the parks and make green space. And again, sir, if you haven't lived in those communities, and if you don't drive your car through that, you would never know.
Motion to extend by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Pleasure. Members, vote your machine. Hold on. Eight zero. Wait till the green light. Motion passed. Yeah.
So I just need you to make that make sense for me. At least I've heard Mr. Harden say on numerous occasions, he'll like to see Dumas Park used for what it was intended for in my community. Dumas Park, pillar of the community. It has been there. Have you been there lately? How does it look to you? It needs a lot of improvement. It looks horrible. Have you been to all the other districts? Their parks look amazing. However, I get it. If you plan to take away from Rec 11, you probably hope that the mileage fails. I have a question for anyone watching or listening when you pass by the park closest to your house. What does it look like? I don't know what neighborhoods y'all live in, but I can tell you, in my neighborhood, the parks look a mess. And again, it's something that some of the kids, that's all they have. We need those parks. We need those recreation departments. We need the African American Museum. We need the tutoring programs. Those children need that. But we are saving money, and necessities aren't even in place, like decent parks in my community. We're not asking for a beach on our parks. We're not asking for a fishing pond. That'll probably be too much because it's on 311. Not even a splash pad. How about swings? How about a jungle gym? A kid maze? Benches with tables? Maybe a covering, the basics. How about basketball goals? How about when we go to play softball or baseball, we can see the white lines. We can see the bases. With all that being said, if we are saving all this money, what are we doing with it? I see no major projects going on in Terrebonne Parish, but I see multiple bridges out and roads that are horrible. No lines or proper road markings on the roads, on and on. I'm willing to bet when it's time for you to get reelected, money will be spent then. I have a suggestion. On your way to your next photo op, I want you to look at all the roads. Look at all the lines on the roads. Look at the bridges out, and soon the tall grass. Most of all, please, ride through my community and ask yourself, would you live there? Lastly, I'd like to say, I wasn't involved when Mr. Dove was in office. Maybe it's because I ever hardly saw him. But one thing for sure I knew, he had to be making it happen because the roads were always muddy down the bayou where some of my family lives. I can remember my cousin saying her house didn't flood after they put the new levee in. So maybe, just maybe, you will take less pictures and get to work as you campaign on moving Terrebonne forward, because that was your campaign. Question is, Who are you moving forward in Terrebonne Parish? Because it is not my community. Now, please get used to seeing me. Get used to hearing my voice. And I hope every time I open up my mouth, it irritates you to the point that you are going to do something. Because
Ms.
it is
Harris.
time for something to be done.
Ms.
Oh,
Harris.
I'm done.
Yes, thank you. Item C, Ms. Darlene Williams, a Houma resident wishing to address the council relative to installing a covered canopy at the public transportation bus stop at the corner of Percy Brown Road, Highway 648, and Highway 20 in Thibodeau, Terrebonne Parish. Also creating a crosswalk at the same corner and a sidewalk from their own Highway 648 to Taylor Trailer Park and the apartment across the street from the trailer park. Could you give us your name and your address, please?
Good evening. My name is Darlene Williams, and my address is 312 Linda Ann Avenue, Gray, Louisiana, 70359. And I am here tonight because I've been asked by a lot of my friends and all about advocating for them for a busy intersection right there between Thibodeau and Schriever. It's right off of, I drew a little map here, Highway 20, which is going through to Thibodeau, and then it crosses with Percy Brown Road, which is Highway 648. There is on the corner right now, a long time ago, we didn't have all these businesses, but now we have the Walmart Neighborhood Market at 224 West Main, and then we have the Citgo gas station at 233 West Park. And on the side across from Citgo, there is Percy Brown Road there, but there is a stop for the bus for people to ride public service, but there is nowhere for them to sit or any canopy for them to be under when it's raining. Everybody is standing in the Citgo gas station. And then when the bus comes, everybody's running out in the rain. I've seen somebody get hit before. So that's what I'm really here for, is see if we can get somewhere for them to sit and something to cover them up when they're waiting for the bus. So that is a very congested intersection. So I really do. And also, I wanted to say, if we can get a crosswalk from the Citgo going across to where they're waiting for the bus. You know, these crosswalks where they say you may walk in 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5 seconds. One of those I think would be better because the cars are coming off 20 and they're making a right to go on Percy Brown, to go like you're going to Nickel State. And then people are running right there and some people are getting hit. I know 2 people that was hit already. So I think that would really solve some of that problem. And also, with the people going from the trailer park to the new apartments that's across the street down Percy Brown Road, they're riding their bikes on the highway and they're walking on the highway because there is no sidewalks for them. So these people are trying to get to Walmart Neighborhood Market.
Motion by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Amadi. Members, vote your machine. Wait for it to turn green, Ms. Darling. 8-0, motion passes.
Okay. Yeah, and most people are walking or riding bikes trying to get to Walmart Neighborhood Market to get groceries or get their medicines, they're crossing the street, not noticing the cars, and some of the cars really turn fast, especially the kids that's going to Nichols and think they're going to be late. They pause for a minute and they don't see the people. So a lot of times it's really it's dangerous because it's a very, very, very congested intersection. So I wish that something could be done, at least try to get a sidewalk on one side of the road of 648 Percy Brown so that they can have a pathway instead of walking in the street. I was in the road or riding their bikes on the road where the cars are coming so fast. So that's the reason why I'm here tonight. And I hope something could be done to eliminate that or to prevent someone from getting hit again. I wanted to, do you understand where I'm talking about at? Yes.
So I did check, we've been trying to get DOTD to approve us putting a covering on that stop. They've denied us twice, but I'm hoping with what the governor's been doing, that we have a better relationship with DOTD, that we're gonna try to put up an application again and see about moving that forward. We have a quarterly meeting with DOTD. I don't know if we've talked about the crosswalks, we could talk to them about that. And when it comes to the sidewalk, we could definitely look into see what we could do to get that there. So, I was aware of the one thing, but I could check into the other two.
You know, if you want to prioritize it, I think that sidewalk would be number one, because I see kids on bicycles and walking on the road trying to get to the neighborhood Walmart. And so I think that's very, very dangerous. And then secondly, the crosswalk, because there could be one to go across like they're going to the neighborhood, or if they're going to the bus stop, one on each corner. So I think that would really be helpful. Okay, thank you.
We have a speaker call from Mr. Walker, Pat Walker, once. Yeah. Oh, okay, I didn't see him over there. Our coroner. I didn't even see him over there. No, I don't have it.
You need it?
Yeah.
You want to read it? Right here.
Yes, Dr. Patrick Walker, Terrebonne Parish coroner, wishes to address the council relative to their TIPS, Terrebonne in the Intervention Prevention Service, which addresses the opioid epidemic.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, Jason Badgeron and his assistant, who've helped us a lot, and the overall council members. I'm here today to basically beg for some money to try to get our program, which is called Terrebonne Interception and Prevention Services. I will address that in detail, but first of all, I want to introduce or reintroduce the coroner's office and our staff. A lot of us don't know exactly what the coroner's office do. Most of us think that we just do autopsies after patients have died, but we do a lot more than that. We do something called CECs, we do OPCs, which are Order of Protection Custody. We also oversee sexual harassment in Terrebonne Parish, and we also do autopsies as well. But I'm going to let one of my assistants speak a little bit more in detail as to what their services are. But first, I would like to introduce our staff members. We have a few deputy coroners, including I'm the coroner. We have a few deputy coroners, which we have Dr. Gregory Maido, who's been with us for a year. We have Dr. Ari Jukes, who's been with us for 3 years. And then we also have 2 part-time deputy coroners, Dr. Mary Eshtay, who's been with us for 41 years, and Dr. James Dunnell, who's been with us for 2 years. And they serve out of Shelby Medical Center. Miss Helen Boudreau, on my left, she's the office manager, or rather the chief operation officer. And she's really my right-hand lady, and she has taught me everything I've known at the coroner's office. I was given a call by Dr. Tedesco in 2003, and he asked me if I would like to be a deputy part-time coroner. I said yes. And 3 years later, in 2005, he called and asked me if I would like to be a full-time coroner. And I asked him, well, what would I have to do then? He said, well, you just have to do some autopsies. I said, well, I've never done one before. So I'm still waiting for him to teach me how to do it. I actually had to learn on my own with the help of my chief investigator, Jim Warren. We also have secretary who helps us out. She's Miss Lynn's second-hand lady. That's Karen. And then we've got chief coroner investigator Jim Warren, who's been with us for 14 years. We have assistant chief investigator Lyndon Pilar, who's been with us for 3 years.
Motion, hold on. Motion by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Pledger to extend time. Members, vote your machine. Seven zero, motion passes. Wait till it turns green, sir. Wait till the mic turns green.
Listen, all right. And we've just hired a new investigator, Victoria Ivy. We also have some part-time investigators. Mark Boudreau's been with us for 3 years. Kate Bummerline, 3 months. Isaac Harbor for 1 month. And Jessica Palmer. I also want to highlight the changes that we've made since I've been coroner for 1 year. We were able to get some new computers and laptops and printers. We were operating on Windows 7 previously. We also been able to update a coroner's program called MDI, and we were lucky in getting a few hand-me-down second-hand vehicles. Most importantly, we're about to relocate to a new location. This is the former old historic library building. And I want to give special thanks to Jason Badgeron and Noel Florette for really assisting us in getting that building. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah. The TIPS program I will address in a minute, but I would like my assistant, Ms. Helen, to speak a little bit about the services that the coroner office provides. Right? Yeah.
Hi, Helen Boudreau, Office Administrator. One of the services we provide is for mental health services. People who, we do OPCs, individuals who are having a mental health episode going on, someone who homicidal or suicidal, or someone who has a drug or alcohol abuse problem. If the family or friend notices an issue going on, they can come to our office, do paperwork, and have them do an involuntary pickup. It's called an OPC, an order of protective custody. We do the paperwork. Law enforcement will go to the residence or the address that we have on the paperwork and have the individual brought in to Chabert Medical Center for a psychiatric evaluation. The doctors at Chabert will evaluate the individual and determine, yes, if they need further help and treatment. The doctors at Chabert can admit them directly at Chabert, or if the doctors feel another facility can help them better, they can transfer them out to a outside psychiatric facility. Some of the other services we do is once the individual is placed in the hospital will contact the coroner's office to do a second evaluation on the individual, almost like a second opinion, just to see if the individual, how they're doing following treatment, and if they need to extend the stay to the hospital. They will contact, like I said, the coroner's office and our 2 deputy coroners at Chabert, Dr. Eshte and Dr. Donnell will do those for us. At Terrebonne General and at Compass, Dr. Walker will do them, Dr. Jukes and Dr. Mito will do those to assist, the individual in getting additional help and treatment for that. Like I said, we do them for different reasons to assist. Sure.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. I have a question. I heard you say OPC. I know that's a lot of acronyms that you guys got going on, just so I understand. So if I was to have a problem with an individual, now I spoke with our chief in talking with him before on this. If I'm correct, if someone has a problem with suspect a family member or someone they know that might have an issue, they call you guys, correct? And you guys call PD to pick them up and bring them, or how does that work? Just to make sure I'm
For
clear.
instance, you, a relative or even a neighbor you witness, say they're suicidal. They're making comments, posting comments on social media, sending pictures to you, text messages and all this. You will contact us at the coroner's office. We'll set up a time for you to come in, or you can just come into the coroner's office, talk about what's going on with the individual, what they're doing, what their behavior, what they're saying. Then we'll type up the paperwork, the OPC. You would sign the affidavit requesting the OPC to be done. Then paperwork goes to Dr. Walker. As the coroner, he reviews it. If it meets the criteria, he will sign it. Then we contact law enforcement, either the sheriff's office or HPD, depending on the address the family, gives us, or the individual that comes in gives us of the location. Then law enforcement will go pick them up. It's an involuntary. Most of the time when the family comes in, the individual's refusing help. They don't want to go get help. Even though they need the help, they're refusing to get help. So they'll come in, paperwork, like I said, goes to law enforcement. Law enforcement will then go to the address that we put on the paperwork and bring them in and bring them into Chabert for the psychiatric evaluation.
Okay, thanks. I just wanted to be clear that you guys work with, or working with the police department versus just, I was
Right,
unclear
and
on
law
that.
enforcement can also, we have families come in, and we can also have law enforcement go out and do a welfare check instead of, actually doing the paperwork, especially if they're suicidal. That's just something that needs immediate attention, because an OPC, we say, takes about 2 hours. By the time we do the paperwork, get it to Dr. Walker to sign, get it to law enforcement gets out there, it's about an hour to 2 hour time frame. If someone's suicidal, that needs immediate attention. So we'll get in touch with law enforcement, have them go out to that location and, assess the person. And if they feel, yes, it needs immediate attention, they can bring the individual into the hospital or even get Acadian or Baycane, ambulance service to assist them in getting the individual to the hospital.
Thank you.
Mr. Trusclair?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Look, I think this probably should be in the general business part of the agenda, because the first thing Dr. Walker came up with was, he's asking for money. And on a public question to address the council, it's maybe a question for our attorney. Technically, we're not even supposed to have discussion on it, which we do, but this seems like, this should be an agenda item where it can be detailed and not as a public address to the council. And I'm just wondering, if we okay moving forward with it like we're doing, or should we come back as part of general business to be able to respond, adequately to what they presenting to us? I have no problem keep moving forward, but following our protocol and Robert's Rules of Order, we may be out of order by doing this.
Yes, sir, Mr. Trosclair. So I did see that it popped up on the agenda, on the revised version of the agenda that was on my desk on Monday when I got here at the committee meeting. So generally, whenever public wishing to address the council pops up on an agenda, I think that a discussion is okay. But I think you're right. It's probably better served if it goes through the normal channels, because this is something that they're asking for funding. It may be better if it shows up on the agenda in a normal item rather than a speaker card.
I mean, I'm okay. I just want to make sure that we are, we're not making a decision tonight that we can't follow through with.
I don't think you can take action on it tonight.
No, and what I had a revised version of it also. And then I think the statement and his original statement might have been a thought, but what is written on the paper is in reference to opioid intervention.
Because you state,
Yeah, and that's what the deal is. And then, see, after he had his extension to it, and then a question was asked to him, then he have an opportunity to answer the question.
So I think if the public presentation and the speaker card is over, you may want to invite him to come in and speak in the office or get started that way,
or add this to the agenda if you wish to add this to another agenda.
And that was the intent from the chair, is the fact that I had lights from other council members, and then so it'd been something pertinent prior to them leaving, and then there would be a suggestion that that to be made after that, you know, man, because I wouldn't want him to get away from here and then need some information. Other than that, it would have been my recommendation, which I'm going to make now, is the fact that we create an agenda item at a different time so we discuss it even further. A lot of information such as who's working there, who's not working there. And that was consideration from here to what I was speaking about, allowing him enough time. And I think Mr. Champagne, he has the next slide.
But if you're gonna put it into a different, if you're gonna put an agenda item, I'm gonna back off.
Yeah, that's gonna be the recommendation. Mr. Pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, we do have all the information here, so as suggested, I'm thinking we can digest this, and once you come back, we make it an agenda item, we'd better be served to understand at least what, you know, what we have. Not only that, that'll give us an opportunity to delve into it a little further. It's just a suggestion. I don't, because 3 minutes is not.
Yeah, 4, actually, yeah. So from here, Dr. Walker, that's our suggestion, that your presentation to this point has been, when you actually submitted the names and people that you actually have that work there, some of the information that we've had thus far, but the recommendation would be to call, I guess you can actually call our office, Ms. Tammy Triggs, the council clerk's office, and we can actually put you in the right position at a later date.
Okay, thank you. Well, actually, I just wanted, the reason why I did this because I wanted to give an overview of what the coroner's office do, because a lot of us don't know, and then the need for such a program in, you know, in our parish, basically.
Yeah, and that would give you more time.
Okay, thank you very much.
Right.
Appreciate it. All right, thanks.
Thank you, sir. Everybody okay? All right. The next speaker card, Mr. Ronald J. Lambert, 124 Saxton Drive.
That one I don't have.
My name is Ronald Lambert. I live at 124 Saxony Drive, Homer, Louisiana. Telephone number 985-856-4657. Got this in the mail. Anybody see who sent this to me? You can't read it. Guess what it was? The ugliest occupation license you ever get. I was in business January 2nd, 1980. I got a nice looking license like this. Why do we have to rebrand every goddamn thing in Homer Parish? What's wrong with this? And it tells you to display it, a nice little black frame, $2.98. You go to the store and they tell you to display it, and the people come in, hey, they look like they legal. You take, when you see a piece of trash like this, don't even say Terrebonne Parish. I guess the person who designed this thing must hate Terrebonne Parish. Move to Russia if you don't like Terrebonne Parish. Right? And I almost tore this up. Now, I know I'm being petty, but sometimes things in Terrebonne Parish is sacred. We don't need to change every goddamn thing in Terrebonne Parish. Right, President Bergeron? Right? So next year when I get my occupation license, I'd like to see it like this. I know you're an IT man, and what does IT people do? Change everything. You go to pay your credit card, well, they change it last month. You go to pay again, next month it's changed. The reason why y'all do this is to keep your job. Maybe Elon needs to come over here and get rid of some of the IT people in Terrebonne Parish. Thank you, gentlemen. I know you all know me.
Thank you, sir. Where are we? Mr. Lambert, that was the last of the speaker cards. Committee reports. Item A, Community Development and Planning Committee from 3/24/25. Ms. Kim Chauvin.
I make a motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Community Development and Planning Committee held on March 24th, 2025. And I have 22 condemnation hearings and 3 public hearings. Calling the condemnation hearing on the following residential mobile homes, residential structures, accessory structures, and commercial structures on April 15th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. 6653 West Park Avenue, 7808 Waterfront Drive, 216 St. Malo Street, 104 Plant Road, 7802 Main Street, 329 Lebron Street, 2607 Larry Street, 167 Jennings Lane, 6188 Highway 56, 807 Highway 55, 2931 Highway 311, 4627 Highway 24, 804 Greenwich Street, 3626 N Street, 127 Crozier Drive, 307 Cortez Street, 315 Commerce Street, 116 Caro Court, 100 Billiard Court, 3180 Bayou Dularge Road, 515 Antoine Street, 107 Alex Lane. Public hearings, rezone from R1 Single Family Residential to R2 Two Family Residential, 1141 Roussel Street, and call a public hearing on said matter for April 30th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. Rezone from R1 Single Family Residential to C2 General Commercial, 7401 Park Avenue, and calling a public hearing on said matter for Wednesday, April 30th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. Consider the introduction of an ordinance to rename Billy Street to Hazel Boykin Street and call a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, April 16th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m.
Moved by Ms. Chauvin, second by Mr. Babin. In the discussion, members with the machine. I guess I have to vote. 7-0. Budget and Finance Committee, 3/24/25. Mr. Pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Make a motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Budget and Finance Committee held on Monday, March 24th, 2025, and I have 2 public hearings. Hearing number 1, consider the introduction of an ordinance declaring vehicles, tractors, stump grinder, bobcat, mowers from solid waste as surplus and authorizing said items to be disposed of by any legally approved methods and calling a public hearing on April 16th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. Number 2, consider the introduction of an ordinance to amend the 2025 adopted operating budget and 2025 5-year capital outlay budget of Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items. Item number 1, Quality of Life, Keep Louisiana Beautiful Initiative, $9,993. Item number 2, CDBG DR Fletcher Aviation Workforce Development, $5 million. Item number 3, Federal Emergency Management Agency Geraldine Pump Station, $9,760,659. Item number 4, CDBG DR Geraldine Pump Station, $3.5 million. Item number 5, Capital Projects Waterline Expansion, $2.6 million. Item number 6, Public Works Drainage Debris Removal Hurricane Francine, $1,351,334, and calling a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, April 16th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m.
Moved by Mr. Pleasure, second by Mr. Amity. Mr. Pleasure. Okay. Members voting machine. 8-0. Motion passed. Public Service Committee, 3/24/25. Mr. Clayton Wazan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I make a motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Public Service Committee held on Monday, March 24th, 2025, and I have no public hearings.
Moved by Mr. Wazan, second by Mr. Trushclair. In the discussions, Members vote your machine. 8-0. Motion passes. Street lights approved. Street lights installation, removal, and activations. As per by Mr. Babin, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machine. 8-0. 5, appointments to various boards, committees, and commissions. A, Recreation District Number 5 Board, 2 expiring terms. Mr. Jared Braun expresses his interest in being appointed. Moved by Mr. Trustclair to open, close, and appoint Mr. Braun and hold the other one over. Second by Mr. Amadi. Any discussion? Members vote your machine. 9-0, motion passes. B, Fire District Number 9 Board, 1 vacancy due to resignation. Mr. Mickey A. Adams Jr. submits an application for consideration.
Open, close, and appoint Mr. Mickey Adams.
Motion by Mr. Babin to open, close, and appoint Mr. Mickey Adams to Fire District Number 9 Board. Second by Ms. Kim Chauvin. And members vote your machine. 8-0, motion passes. C, Inventory Tax Advisory Commission. I'm gonna read it the way it is, and then we're gonna simplify it a little later on, as we got our notes. Inventory Tax Advisory Commission, 3 local businesses representing small, medium, and large business owners, nominated by each of the following entities: Chamber of Commerce, TITA, SCIA, and here we have Mr. Scott, Mr. Bergeron representing TITA. A small business submits application for consideration. Mr. James J. Bouquet III representing SCIA, a small business, submits an application and resume for consideration. Mr. Douglas Gregory representing TITA, medium business, submitting applications and resume, considering Mr. Garrett Grady Gobert representing SCIA and the medium business, submitting application and resume for consideration. Mr. Scott Hebert representing TITA, large business, submitting application for consideration. Mr. Walter Thomasia representing SCIA, large business, submitting an application for consideration. We're going to actually look at this, and we have Mr. Brett Barker. I didn't have my revised. Yeah. Representing the chamber. And what we're going to have a voice vote, small business, Mr. Scott Bergeron representing TITA, and Mr. James Bouquet III representing CIA nominee. We'd like to have a voice vote. A small business nominee between Mr. Scott Bergeron and Mr. James Bouquet III.
Poison. Mr. Amity. Mr. Champagne. Mr. Hamner. Mr. Babin. Ms. Chauvin. Mr. Trustclair. Mr. Pleasure. Mr. Harding.
Bouquet.
9 for Mr. Bouquet. 0 for Mr. Bergeron.
Medium business, the nominees are Mr. Douglas Gregory representing TITA, and Mr. Grady Gobert representing SCIA.
Mr. Voisin. Mr. Amity. Mr. Champagne. Mr. Hamner. Mr. Babin. Ms. Chauvin. Mr. Trustclair. Mr. Pleasure.
Gregory.
Mr. Harding.
Gregory.
7 Gregory, 2 Grobert.
Large business nominee, there are 3 choices. Mr. Scott Hebert representing TITA, Mr. Walter Thomasia representing SCIA, and Mr. Brett Barker representing Chamber of Commerce.
Mr. Voisin. Mr. Amity. Mr. Champagne. Mr. Hamner. Mr. Babin. Ms. Chauvin.
Thomasy.
Mr. Trusclair. Mr. Pleasure. Mr. Harding.
Barker.
6 for Mr. Barker, 3 for Mr. Thomasy.
Is there anyone there? Okay, Ms. Chauvin.
First off, I want to thank all the businesses who have stepped up to serve on the Inventory Tax Advisory Commission because I know that it takes a lot of time from their business and it's a big task that we are looking at for Terrebonne Parish, so it's very important. I think any one of these gentlemen could have been voted in and we would do us well in serving our community. And I know that the council will take what they bring forth very seriously because it's a serious task at hand. So I wish to thank every single person who has put their name up. I appreciate you doing so. Thank you.
Mr. Champagne.
Yeah, and I just want to echo what Kim said and also invite anybody that put their name up to attend the meetings and they could, give input also that way, still.
Mr. Babin.
Yeah, excuse me. I just want to remind everyone, this is based off of an election that we have coming up this Saturday. It's amendment number 2, and I'm not asking you to vote for or against it, but amendment number 2, if it passes, this commission goes into effect that we just voted on. If amendment number 2 fails, it's a moot issue. Okay, so again, Ms. Chauvin did her due diligence and got the ball rolling early, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And as you said, we're fortunate. We have a lot of good applicants for this, so we're not missing a step with anyone. So thank you very much.
Any more lights? Okay. D, Veterans Memorial District Board, 1 expiring term, 3/27/25, representing the American Legion Post 380. Ms. Ann Farr submits application and resume consideration. Mr. Robert Bergeron submits application and resume for consideration. Open. That's one expiring term requires a vote.
Right, open, close, and vote.
Open, close, and vote by Mr. Babin. Second by Ms. Chauvin.
Voice vote.
Yeah, right. You got to hear open, close, and vote. Members, vote your machine.
No, you have to have a voice vote.
We don't have to vote.
Mr. Voisin.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Amity. Mr. Champagne. Mr. Hamner. Mr. Babin. Ms. Chauvin. Mr. Trusclair. Mr. Pleasure. Mr. Harding.
Parr.
9 for Mr. Parr, 0 for Mr. Bergeron. Ms. Parr.
You would like to say something? Would you like to say something?
Okay, thank you for putting your confidence in me. I'm a hard worker. I'll show up, and I love our veterans. I come from a long line of veterans in my family. Love these guys at the VFW and the museum. So thank you again, and I look forward to working with the board.
Thank you. Item 6, monthly engineering report. As for Mr. Babin, second by Ms. Chauvin. Vote. 9-0. Vacancies to various boards, commissions, and committees and commissions. A, Recreation District number 5 Board, 1 expiring term. Recreation District number 10 Board, 1 expiring term on 4/23/25. Fire District number 5 Board, 1 expiring term. Coastal Fire Protection Fire District Board, 1 expiring term. Downtown Development Corporation, 5 expiring terms, each representing the following entities: 2 representing the council, 1 representing the Chamber of Commerce, one representing the Historical Society, and one representing the downtown merchants. Terrebonne Parish Tree Board, 2 expiring terms, and 1 vacancy due to resignation. Announcements, Mr. Parish President.
Yes, sir. So just like Mr. Dane Babin said, there's election this Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the 4 constitutional amendments. Saturday also Bayou Grand Caillou White Boot Cleanup from 8 a.m. to noon at the Anchor Foursquare Church. Twin Fest, like the twins were talking about earlier, on Saturday downtown. There's a ribbon cutting for concerned citizens of Gibson at 1 p.m. at the old Gibson Elementary School. And then there's an American Legion cook-off. I don't have a time. Parking lot by the Wetlands Pavilion off of Civic Center Boulevard. Sunday, March 30th is the Irish Italian Parade. I'm showing 12 noon for that. And Saturday, April 5th is Relay for Life from 3 to 10 at the Civic Center. Thank you.
Ms. Chauvin.
So April 5th, we have our Easter Extravaganza, which is held in Chauvin at Doogie's Deli from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So you still have time to make the Relay for Life at the end of that day from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. April 12th, 8 a.m. to noon is our Bayou and East Homer cleanup for District 8. We will have 2 different meetup places. One will be Little Caillou Fire Department, which is by Doogie's Deli and Ward 7. That will be a sign-in. The second one will be at the Air Base. And we're accepting volunteers from our school clubs and sports teams for both of these events. We welcome your help. And a reminder, at the South Regional Library on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, we have night school, and it's always open enrollment. So from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Is their time. So I welcome you to come in and take that course. Thank you.
Mr. Babin.
Yeah, just to echo on what President Bergeron said, there is a Bayou cleanup in Grand Caillou. They will decide tomorrow, however. It looks like the weather is going to be pretty bad Saturday, and rather than put people in boats on the water to try and pick up things and on the side of the highway, they will make a, Janie Voisin and that group will make a call tomorrow afternoon whether to be changed until the next week, which actually is the weekend that it coincides with Keep Louisiana Beautiful, and they may move that next year until that. But again, it's still scheduled for Saturday, and you can register at the Four Squares Church, which is the old school in Bayou Grand Caillou. But they may make an announcement probably on Facebook. If the weather looks like it's going to be bad, they will cancel it. Thank you very much.
Any other lights? Second. Motion adjourned by Mr. Pleasure, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machines. God bless, and y'all have a good night. Yeah.
Well, it was so Chevron.